At the age of 10, there was a boy whose life took a sharp turn. Diagnosed with cancer during year 5, he spent 2 years locked in a battle that no child should ever have to face. Hospital visits became routine. His body weakened, and the carefree joys of childhood slipped further out of reach. But this boy was no ordinary child. By year 7, he had beaten cancer, a victory few could imagine at such a young age. Yet victory came at a cost. The treatment had left its toll. He gained significant weight and found himself far from the sporty, energetic kid he once aspired to be. His classmates saw him as the odd one out. His teacher, Miss Buckley, doubted him, and even his own mother questioned whether he could bounce back. But this boy was not one to give up. Fueled by determination, he embarked on a journey of transformation. Over the course of a year, he halved his body weight, reclaiming not just his health, but his sense of purpose. He silenced the doubters and began to rebuild his life. That path led him to football. He joined Alton Red FC, playing alongside future talents like Zakaria Khan and Omar Jr. But it wasn't the fairy tale beginning he might have hoped for. Slotted in as a backup center back, he struggled to find his footing. Strength? He had some, but he wasn't the strongest. Height? Sure, but he wasn't the tallest. And skill? It was painfully absent. His passing was poor, his dribbling worse, and his shooting almost laughable. Eventually, he was released from the first team, moving on to Reading Road Academy in search of a fresh start. But settling into a new team didn't solve the underlying issues. His potential was raw and untapped. He drifted through matches, unable to cement his place. It seemed his football journey might come to an end, until one fateful winter night. On that freezing evening, during a match for RLFC, disaster struck. The team's first-choice goalkeeper, Alfie Young, broke his arm in a collision with none other than this boy. With no backup keeper, someone had to step in. Hesitant, yet determined, the boy pulled on the gloves. What followed shocked everyone. Shot after shot rained down, yet he saved every single one. A chip shot? Easy. A long shot? Dive and smack. A finesse attempt? Not today. His one weakness was one-on-ones. But for someone who had never played as a goalkeeper, his performance was nothing short of miraculous. That night, his name became known, Dheer Chopra. Watching from the sidelines was Jasmine Gori, a scout who immediately saw the spark. Chopra was picked up by Athletic Blaza, where he made his debut as a backup goalkeeper. Over the next 7 games, he achieved something incredible. 0 goals conceded. Every full 90 minutes he played ended with a clean sheet. Blaza finished second in the Butchies League 1, earning promotion to the championship. Chopra had outgrown the Friday League. In the Butchies Championship, Chopra continued to defy expectations. Starting in 12 of Blaza's 38 matches, he kept 7 clean sheets and conceded just 8 goals across the season, nearly halving his total from the year before. His save percentage hit a staggering 92%, and he won 86% of his one-on-ones. It was clear he was destined for greater things. By January, Chopra had taken the coveted number 22 jersey off the team's center midfielder, Beyondin Krasniqi, and proudly walked into the transfer window. His destination? Exile City. The Borough League awaited. At Exile City, Chopra shattered records. Facing teams like Kenley Town, White Forest, Caterham County, and BOD, the reigning champions, he was unstoppable. Starting all 38 matches, he played every minute of the season, stopping 94% of shots on target and saving 209 of the 222 he faced. His one-on-one success rate of 73% broke the Borough League record held since 2008 by Ali Kingston, the legendary keeper for BOD, whose record of 51% success in one-on-ones had remained untouched for over a decade. Chopra obliterated that mark, becoming the standard against which all keepers in the league would be judged. Chopra wasn't just a wall, he was a playmaker. With 8 assists and even a penalty goal to his name, he set another record for most offensive contributions by a goalkeeper in the Borough League. And though he came up short in the title race against BOD's Stellar A, he had cemented his place in history. The Stellar 8 was a frighteningly young squad, featuring talents like Ben Okocha, Arseni and Mohamed Malik, Zakaria Khan, Ethan Rose, Omar Jr., David Cherry, and Rocco Martinez. They dominated the league with their dynamic play, built on raw talent and relentless energy, culminating in one of the most thrilling title races in Borough League history. Battling neck and neck with Exile City, led by Dheer Chopra's record-breaking performances in goal, the season became a spectacle of grit and skill. Exile City delivered an impressive campaign, finishing with 28 wins, 5 draws, and 5 losses. However, it wasn't enough to overcome BOD's relentless attack. The Stellar Eight secured the title with 28 wins, 7 draws, and 3 losses, a testament to their consistency and resilience. Despite Chopra's unprecedented 94% save percentage and a Golden Glove-winning season, BOD's fluid, attacking style proved unstoppable. Their controversial tactic of rotating Omar Jr., their star winger, into goal when out of possession and back to attack during counters, gave them a significant edge. Though effective, this strategy sparked debate and ultimately led the league to ban mid-play goalkeeper switches after the season ended. The title race came down to the final 3 matches. Exile City faltered with a crucial draw against Kenley Town, while BOD clinched a dramatic 2-1 victory over White Forest, thanks to a last-minute goal from Arseni Malik. That victory sealed the title for the Stellar Eight, cementing their legacy as the most dominant young squad the Borough League had ever seen. Exile City, despite Chopra's heroics, finished as runners-up, with Chopra breaking every Borough League goalkeeping record in the process. Recognizing their glaring need for a specialist goalkeeper, BOD made a record-breaking £90 million bid for Chopra, including £20 million up front. However, Chopra's personal life took a turn for the worse. Sued by his own mother for the £20 million upfront payment and entangled in family scandals, Chopra suddenly found himself without a club. Adding to the turmoil, BOD's manager, Rahul Ulsalif, became embroiled in accusations of financial mismanagement, and the club was slapped with 115 FFP charges. Stripped of resources, relegated, and unable to finalize Chopra's transfer, BOD collapsed into chaos. Eventually, Purley Sheikh Germain came calling. For £60 million, they secured Chopra's talents, adding him to a star-studded roster featuring Omar Jr., Mohamed Malik, and Ben Okocha, with rumors of Ethan Rose and Rocco Martinez returning to the squad. On paper, it seemed like a dream team was forming, but the reality was far from ideal. Okocha was loaned out to Port Vale due to prior commitments. Malik faced unfounded allegations that, though eventually cleared, kept him away from the club. Worzigniak tragically passed away, leaving a significant void in the squad. Even Omar Jr., after an explosive debut hat trick, was sidelined with a severe injury. Chopra was left to shoulder the defensive burden alone, and the weight proved too much. That season, Chopra conceded a staggering 100 goals. For a man who had once been the Borough League's golden boy, it marked a devastating fall from grace. So, we've established how great Chopra is. His abilities in the Borough League, the Butchies Championship, and Butchies League One showcased his talent and potential. But perhaps the journey itself took its toll. Chopra's mind seemed to be everywhere but on the pitch. The defenders didn't want to defend, his own mother sued him, and the weight of expectations loomed large. For someone who worked tirelessly to climb from League One to the Championship to the Borough League, the fact that he didn't secure the Borough League trophy, a prize that was arguably his destiny, was devastating. His move to Purley Sheikh Germain added to the chaos. The decision led to the release of Krasnitsy, a fallout from their earlier clash at Blaza when Chopra took the coveted number 22 shirt. Chopra was left to shoulder the blame for a situation riddled with complexities. Life wasn't easy for him, and it showed. The goalkeeper, everyone once hailed as the GOAT of the Borough League, was now seen as a shadow of his former self. Without a move to BOD to cement his legacy, and with Purley Sheikh Germain struggling to stay afloat, justice felt elusive. Chopra didn't get the title that, deep down, everyone knew he deserved. Fans turned to haters, friends turned to foes, and it became clear The only thing people love more than a hero is to see that hero fall. Amidst the turmoil, Purley Sheikh Germain brought in Mohammed Musa Khan to replace manager Jacob Stan. While Stan had plans to bench Chopra and start Jacob Fay in goal, Musa Khan had a different vision. Where others saw a failure and a flop, Khan saw a fighter, a man who had beaten cancer before most kids had learned about plant and animal cells. He saw a goalkeeper who had halved his weight and transformed his life through sheer determination. Chopra wasn't just a player, he was an adaptable human being, ready to grind and fight for what he wanted. Under Khan's guidance, glimpses of the old Chopra began to resurface. His performance against Radicals FC marked a significant improvement. Despite Purley's dismal state, fielding mostly youth players, lacking defenders, and featuring a washed goalkeeper, Chopra conceded only 11 goals in that match. 6 of those goals were entirely due to defensive errors. It may not seem remarkable, but considering he had conceded a staggering 50 goals in the previous 3 fixtures, it was progress. Very, very, very significant progress. Reports from training suggest that Chopra is adapting. He's improving his understanding of Power League tactics, adjusting to the faster pace of the game and the larger goal dimensions. His work ethic is evident, and his determination remains unshaken. Dheer Chopra's story is far from over. His journey is a testament to resilience, growth, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Yes, he has stumbled, perhaps harder than most, but he is not defeated. As Musa Khan rightly sees, Chopra is someone who refuses to quit, someone who fights to adapt and improve. The road ahead is long and trophies aren't guaranteed, but one thing is certain, Chopra will give it everything he has, just as he always has. Because heroes may fall, but it's their ability to rise again that defines them. And Dheer Chopra isn't done writing his story. Not yet.